All right, so who are you and what do you do?
My name is Josh Runquist, and I am the drummer of the real Wisconsin metal band Shattered.
Fuck yeah. So Josh, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a drummer. You're a great drummer.
Thank you.
No problem.
Of course you have to say that.
Well, no, I'd say it regardless. But what got you into drumming?
What got me into drumming was back when I was in third grade, I was told that I had to take piano before I could ever be in percussion, which always grabbed my attention because I love beating the shit out of things.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a great way to release energy and aggression is to beat the shit out of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
No better way to do that than drums and cymbals.
Yeah,
but I had to take piano from kindergarten to third grade and get straight A's in all 3 years to be able to get into percussion. And I was able to do that, although I gave up on piano since then. I'm thinking about taking it back up at some point, so I can be like the drummer of Dredge, where I can play drums with one hand and play piano keyboard with the other hand.
That'd be awesome.
That would be very cool, possibly for part 2 of the album.
Yeah.
But basically from that point on, I just learned from school. I learned from a music teacher in Clear Lake.
Who was a douchebag, I must add.
Who I must add, and I will not mention his name for I don't want to get sued. But the only things I truly did learn from him, I did learn some snare drum rudiments, which is like practice. For those who don't know what they're called, just like practice beats with just snare drum sticks.
The foundation.
Yeah, the foundation.
Yep.
And learning how to hold sticks, and basically from there on in, I basically had to teach myself because my music teacher his primary instrument was trumpet, and he did not have as much experience on percussion as he did in brass instruments, so I basically had to teach myself from just listening to music, reading music, and just everyone else around me, and that's what got me to where I am 13 years later.
Cool. Who are some of your influences?
My earliest influence was Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
Legendary.
The very first song that I listened to from Metallica that I actually knew it was Metallica when I was getting into music was Metallica's One from the S&M album.
Oh, the S&M album.
Yeah, that had the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra conducted by Michael Caine.
Not Justice.
Not Justice, no. It was actually the live version back when the local Minnesota station, 93X, was playing mandatory Metallica. And that was one of the 3 songs that they played at night was the live version of One from S&M. And when I noticed it had that symphonic metal sound with thrash metal, that's what inspired me to get into drumming.
That's awesome.
And from there on in, I discovered many other great bands.
Name some of them.
From there on in, I just wanted to find heavier music like Metallica because I noticed that ever since I got into Metallica, anything lighter than that didn't appeal to me as much when you're becoming like a teenager. If you're a kid like me, you just want to find heavier music, you want to find
fuck
music.
yeah.
You don't want to just stick to the 3-chord stuff, you just want to go as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So from there on in, I discovered the other thrash bands like Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, and then I discovered the new metalcore scene that came about in 2002, 2003, which was like Shadows Fall, Lamb of God, Killswitch Engage. So I was in all those bands for a while, but the band and the musician that got me into drumming more than anything else and inspires me to this day is Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater and many other bands.
Fuck yeah.
And he's in so many different projects. He's in Avenged Sevenfold right now, filling in until they find a new drummer. He's in this giant prog rock band called Transatlantic. He makes instrumental music called Liquid Tension Experiment. I mean, it's just endless what this guy can do. And he can basically do anything that you'd ever need from the drums.
Oh yeah.
Double bass,
definitely.
crazy time signatures, any shit that you
Definitely.
need.
He's another one like you. He's a human drum machine.
Absolutely. And